So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself here. So my family and I started coming to Central Christian in fall of 2019. And when I came here, I was not really searching for God, to be quite honest. I was looking for a music gig. I hadn't been playing in years. Had my kids, started a new career, and music has always been a huge part of my life. It is part of who I am. It feels like it's in my DNA. And so I kind of told myself, this person of non-faith, I'm going to put it out to the universe that if a music opportunity comes along, I'm going to take it. And sure enough, a good friend of mine, Jerry, who happens to be related to this guy over here, messaged me and said, hey, Dennis needs a musician. Do you think that's something you'd be interested in? And I was like, okay, bet, let's do this. We'll get on board. And brought my family. I had not set a foot in church to be in church in years. That had just kind of fallen away. And the first thing that my wife and I noticed was how warm and welcoming and inviting Central was. So the hard edges of Lewis Kappler started to soften. I've totally lost my spot here. But we started to appreciate what Michael and Tina have to say. And what really struck me that I hadn't really had in church is that everything comes back to this idea of love. We love each other, we love ourselves, and in doing so, we do the Lord's work. And fast forward to June of 2020, I'm kind of in this position I am now singing. I wasn't doing that before. Height of the pandemic, my kids were not in daycare. Both my wife and I were trying to just work and make things work, and it was extremely stressful. And then also with the pandemic, we were recording these midweek meditations. So I come in with Dennis and Tina, and we record the song, Your Grace is Enough. And that song has never really stuck out to me, except for this one line on that day. You use the weak to lead the strong. And for some time, I had been up here singing, feeling like a fraud, like, who am I to be in front of these people? My faith is not very strong. I'm in front of a congregation who, for all, I should believe that you all have a stronger faith than myself. So I really just felt out of place. But we play the song, we record the song, and I just start crying at that line. I can't control myself. Feeling a little embarrassed about it. And I explained it to Dennis and Tina what's going on. And what has happened is I have all this overwhelming emotion, but out of all of that, I have this moment of clarity and peace. And I've never had an experience like this in my life, so I've got to tell Dennis and Tina what's going on. It's like I have this feeling of calm, and something is telling me, or I feel that I'm where I'm supposed to be, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and everything's going to be okay. And Tina, it's like, I think that's the Holy Spirit moving in you, Lewis. And that's when I found my faith. It was on this stage, right there. So yeah, that's my faith journey. That's how I got to here. And that I don't have that fear. I mean, I still have that fear, but I don't have to have that fear. And that's a beautiful thing.